Good afternoon, students. I am Professor Anwarul Siddiqui, class coordinator, 3rd SEM Section B. I hope all of you are doing well. I would like to take this opportunity to inform all of you that at Anjuman College of Engineering and Technology in Computer Science Department, we have an Industry Institute Interaction Cell. The main purpose of this cell is to bring prominent personalities from industry as well as our alumni who are working in industry to our college and conduct technical sessions with them so that our students can gain knowledge of what is being currently, which technology is being currently utilized in the industry, what are the current trends in the industry, what is the work culture of industry, as well as some other opportunities if they are present, then these technical persons can inform you about the opportunities present in the market. So regarding the same, very first, the program that we have organized for second year students is a technical webinar on digital marketing. Now, let me introduce the personality or person who is going to take this webinar. I would like to inform all of you that Mr. Aadarsh Telang is an alumni of Anjuman College of Engineering CSE department. He graduated from our college in the year 2017. After graduating from our college, he worked in the industry for 1 year, and then he realized that he need to start his own company. So after working in industry for 1 year, in the year 2018, he started his own company, DigiBrew Technologies. He is the CEO of the particular company, and currently there are more than 20 persons working in his company. So without wasting any more further time, I would request Mr. Adarsh Telang to please continue with the technical webinar on digital marketing.
All right. Thank you so much, Anwar sir, for the beautiful introduction that you gave of mine. Okay, so hello. How is everyone doing today? Am I audible to each and everyone? Please reply with an answer. Anwar sir, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you are audible, Adarsh. You can continue with the webinar. They will not be able
Okay.
to reply because only we can talk in this platform.
Okay. The students are not able to reply. Okay, all right.
No,
So,
they are able to
great.
talk.
Okay, let's start with the webinar. The future slash present is digital marketing. Okay, my information that Anwar sir has introduced right now. So basically, it's a nostalgia right now to present my own webinar in my that used to be my own college. So it's great. So let's start. So why do we do digital marketing? That's the main and biggest thing. Advertising. Okay, let's start with advertising. Table of content was shared with you, I hope. and if not, I'll just go through it. We'll in the seminar we'll see history of advertisements, the segmentation part, why segment the mass, the system, social listening, and all. Digital marketing will be explained in brief. The importance of digital marketing in the day-to-day market and the types of digital marketing that are practiced in the industry nowadays. Search engine optimization is the next part. Due to the time constraint, I could only choose just one type of digital marketing technique that is used in the market today, and the latest techniques in business used in day to day lives. Okay, so let's move forward. Advertisement. Advertising. Don't you guys think advertising has been always there in a market in our lives? So let's start with in 1950s, the first advertisement that was posted in our history. Before that, do you think there was advertising in the industry? I think yes. You'd be surprised. See at this photo. This photo, the flower is advertising to the butterfly to pollinate itself, right? It's quite impressive because you haven't thought of it that way. Advertising has been always there in our history. We just don't know how it was advertised in that point of time. Just like this bug is advertising itself for the colors it has. I think it is called a dancing bug. I don't know what exactly it's called. I'm not very fond of bugs, but he's raising his hands and dancing. You guys know who that person is. I won't take any names. So my purpose is not to tell you the history of advertising. I'm just telling you that advertising has always been there. We just don't know, or we couldn't classify it in the normal sense. So advertising when came in the 1950s, along with came segmentation. So what is segmentation? I'll just tell you. Segmentation is the part where we clusterize a particular mass. There's a thing called mass advertising, and there's a thing called segmentation advertising. Mass advertising is done with the mass of people, and segmentation advertising is the thing that is done with a segment of people, which are it's segmentation is more specific to a particular brand of people. Like for example, if you are interested in cars, we will advertise you with cars only. It's I'm right now I'm oversimplifying it for you, but it's not very easy. So let's you know see it in detail what it is actually. So segmentation, I'll just share this. Just look at this chart. Don't try to read this. Don't try to understand it. Okay, just look at it, and there are various types of segmentation: geographic, demographic, psychographic, purchasing, and all. I mean, these are the detailed versions of it. Okay, so another thing used in segmentation that time was ida model: awareness, interest, desire, and action. This is the kind of model that was used in the past history of ours. Okay, so awareness, get the awareness of a user. Interest, get the interest of that, what the user desires, and provide a particular action on that. So ida model works like this. So let me explain to you what system was in place to advertise at that point of time. I'm not talking about history. I'm just giving you a brief from history to today so that I can explain what digital marketing is nowadays. The system at that time, the 50s, was this. For example, I'm a company. I'll just call an advertiser or an ad agency and tell him to publish my ad. What the advertising agency will do at that time, there were a publisher can be anyone, a magazine, a newspaper, or any physical stuff that was published at that time. The ad agency will directly exchange the data with the publisher and just book a slot, a particular space for that ad, and the magazine will post that, right? I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to convey here. So after this, as the time passes, 1915 passed away. In 1960, there was more need of advertising by the companies. That's why advertiser hired brokers. What are brokers here? These are ad network. These are the thing that act like brokers. Okay. So these brokers, they are connected to multiple publishers, multiple newspapers, or multiple magazines. So advertiser provides its ad to ad network, and in return, the ad network, leases a place in every magazine or newspaper. Leases means for a particular year or for a particular period of time, like for a year or two. The particular ad network will, for example, a publisher one, it's a magazine. A publisher two is a newspaper. So ad network will lease a particular space in the magazine for a year, and each and every ad that was sent to the ad network by the advertiser, which in turn was sent by the company, will be printed in the publisher one's booked slot. So here, what the issue was, if at that time there was a billboard, एक billboard हुआ करता था, and that billboard used to publish a particular ad. एक bus stop है and there's a billboard there. Okay, that billboard will particular ad, post that particular ad, and that's just it. You don't have anything to calculate that how many customers have seen that particular ad, because अपने पास कोई physical entity नहीं होती थी उस वक्त measure करने के लिए. You can't put up a company's representative in front of the billboard to see how many people stopped in front of the board and saw that ad. So this is where segmentation was done on the magazine part also. Segmentation means कि अगर एक billboard है cars का, if a person like cars and the company is a car maker, for example Ferrari will post its ad in a magazine that is about cars, because Ferrari knows that the customers that are buying that magazines are interested in cars, right? So the basic segmentation, this wasn't done before 1960s and 1970s, but this was practiced in that era. You are basically targeting a particular set of customers by targeting their interests. Another example is health. If a company is building medicines, the company will advertise in the magazines that is on health sector. Okay, so this is how segmentation was done at that time. So now what happens is, you can see this chart. User tracking was different at that time. Okay. Now, what companies did after this trend started, when we were targeting a particular interest of people, instead of leasing space, this ad networks lease just space, this space. Instead of leasing space, ad networks started to lease visitors. The interest was shifted from a space, a particular billboard, to a particular section of visitors. Now, ad networks buy visitors rather than space. For example, a magazine is generating 1,000 number of viewerships per day, and another magazine is generating 5,000 number of users per day, readership per day. Okay, so companies shifted from leasing space to leasing number of visitors. This is how the trend from space to now, the trend to interest started to shift. Here, now in the 2000s and 2001s, the internet came. We started to track the users. Here you can see a visitor whose band should be more tighter than it should in the chart. So here the users yeah, using the user's ID, the internet is tracking each and every stuff the user is doing on the advertiser is tracking each and every stuff the user is doing on the internet. It's a very complicated chart. Don't try to understand it. Just try to understand that how the interlinking between the advertiser and the user is done. UUID, DMPID, DSPID, SSPID. That these were the four entities used in the 2000s and 2001s to track the user interest. Okay, why? To sell better. As I explained earlier, the interest was shifted from space to visitors, and to get better, feedback of the visitors' interest, the tracking was done to get us the correct, more accurate form of selling. Like if you are interested in sports, you should get sports ad in front of you. Nowadays it's possible. That time it wasn't. That's how the transformation or transition happened at that time. Now segmentation we have covered this much. Uh, if you see segmentation in general, of course, I admit that we have reached a particular time that we have covered most of the segmentation part. Like we have reached 50% accuracy to the user's interest. A user, if it is interested in books, we'll get books, but it is not 100% accurate. I think segmentation is full of hoax. For example, let's take three categories of buyers. If you are a buyer, for example, okay. So let's see. The first category of buyers are the ones that like cheap products and have a lot of time. These are the worst kinds of buyers you will get in the industry. Why? Because they have lots of time and they'll scroll through, window shop each and every stuff of yours and they'll not buy it. Most probably. The other kind of buyer are the ones that have less time and more quality requirement. These are the luxury buyers. This is where luxury marketing comes in place. These are the second kind of buyers. If a guy for instance, if you take Bill Gates wants a Rolex watch. He'll just go to a Rolex showroom and buy his watch. Less time, more quality. That's the second kind of buyer. And there is a third kind where the user has little time and wants cheap product. So what are these kinds of buyers? For example, if you're traveling from Mumbai to Delhi, and when you reach Delhi at the station, your mobile charger dries out, or your mobile dries out, and you misplaced your charger, right? So you want a charger right now? You will go to a shop. कि भैया कोई भी disposable charger अभी का दे दो. These are the third kinds: little time and cheap products. Up, this categorization is done in spite of segmentation is in place. Segmentation हमारा जो इतना segmentation है interest user का, but the single user, the single visitor can be all three kinds of buyers. This he can be cheap and with more time. He can be high quality and less time. Also, he can be little time and cheap product. So these three variations of emotions in life, same person. This is a flaw in the system. And as marketing industry, we are trying to figure it out. We are trying to, rectify this flaw. You need to get the buyer's interest in mind to get the perfect, you know, accusation of its buying. The technique of predicting a visitor's interest, a buyer's interest, is called social listening. So what is social listening? For example, now we are in the era of 2000s and 2011s, okay, 2012s. Social listening is done by observing the behavior of a user. Why do you observe it? By observing it, you can get to know a user's day-to-day interest, like real-time interest. A user's interest is changed, as I have explained before. A single user can be all three categories. By the process of social listening, the technology of social listening, you can get to know what exactly the user is currently categorized. In the first social listening, how do you track it? Track what you do with an ad. For example, uh, I hope all of you are using Instagram, Facebook. If not, you should, because you should be updated to the current technology. For example, an ad for adopting puppies pops in your feed, in your Instagram feed. What will you do? You can be three or four persons, 3 person. You'll either click it, open the ad, and show interest in it. So that's how I got to know that you are interested in puppies right now. And according to the page demographic, like if the current company that is selling puppies is selling puppies at a high cost, then I get to know that you have high luxury transitions. Or you can just click on it or view it and come back. Then I can see you're just window shopping. So that's how social listening works. Either you'll scroll through it, that means you're not interested in the ad, you're not interested to buy a puppy right now, and that's how we track your uh, interest in forms. If you're not interested in ads, in puppies, then you'll be interested in any other ad. We'll boost you with other ads. There will be something or other in your Instagram feed that you will be interested in, because a buyer or a visitor or a user is always interested in buying something as a because we need any each thing or something in our lives on a day-to-day basis. So by tracking your emotions, we'll devise ads that suits you. You search something on Google, we'll boost up or pop up ads in front of your feed according to that search. Okay. And for example, uh, if your if your dad searches for, let's say, a Hanumanji model, like a temple, home temple, we'll um, use it as example. Your dad is searching for examples on Google or on Amazon, and nowadays everything is interconnected. So your dad searches for a small mandir or temple for home, and on your mobile, and you get ads on your feed about about cheap temples or luxury temples for your home. If someone search for it, that is not you, and you're getting ads for it, that is the major flaw in the industry today. For example, you can say it's just contradictory, but it is important to know the difference between you and your parents' activities. Your phone is the medium. Your parents are another outside user in that. You are another user. You shouldn't get the ad for the temple. So that is the flaw in the system. We are trying to fix it as marketeers, nowadays. So let's see. In the near future, we might not have that problem. I hope. Uh, Here, if marketers do that job right, in a perfect world where no flaw you know, is there in the system, if marketers do job right to make customer aware, to make them educate, to show them the research that was making and making them believe that they want the particular product, go through the evaluation, explain how your decision is justified, adopt the product, retain the customer, the customer recommends it to other users, then you won't need advertisement at a particular flawless system. So this is how the transformation of advertising from the start till today took place. So now let's see, let's move forward on the digital marketing part, the technical part that which you have to do nowadays to get the most out of your system, out of your selling, smart selling in that perspective. So what is digital marketing? Digital marketing is the procedure to whatever we did from the past till now to do it on the digital platforms. I'm just oversimplifying it right now. Oversimplification, it's a tough word. Sorry. I'll just simply oversimplifying it here. Okay. So there are different types of digital marketing done nowadays. The majorly it is categorized into these 6 points. Of course, new techniques are generated in day-to-day lives, but these six are the major core pillars of digital marketing. Content marketing, which are content marketing, search engine optimization, pay-per-click, social media marketing, email marketing, and affiliate marketing. Okay, so content marketing. Let's see what's content marketing. Content marketing is basically designing charts, designing PPTs, designing images, designing video content, designing audio content, everything that is related to sell your business on any platform for you or for your customer. You can directly send it to your customer. That is what content marketing is. This is related to designing all the content that represents you as a business or it will represent your client's business. That is what content marketing is all about. You have to have good content to have an impression on the buyer, because if not the buyer will not have trust in your product. Content marketing is important nowadays because everything is now visualized. Visual attractiveness is important. That's why content marketing is the first point in digital marketing. Okay, the first technique in digital marketing. Next technique is search engine optimization, or SEO. You're familiar with that word. Search engine optimization is the process of optimizing content to be discovered through a search engine's organic search result. The process of optimizing content. What do you understand here? Content can be anything. That content may be your social media content, your website content, your Google LLC listing content. So the process of optimizing those content, optimizing means upgraded to the day-to-day Google analytics uh, standards. Okay, so optimizing the content to be discovered through a search engine's organic search result. The organic is the important word here, because organic means you have not done any kind of ghapalti in it. Okay, you have followed good procedures. You have followed tedious procedures to be where you are. So search engine optimization is that. So what is pay-per-click? Pay-per-click when for example, your website, you have a website, you have done search engine optimization on it, and your website is ranking good right now. Pay-per-click. Pay-per-click, what pay-per-click does is the user is not satisfied with the search engine optimization procedure. Pay-per-click is the procedure to provide links of your website to other news boards and tell them to click your website's link so that the user count or the visitor counts increased, and you pay for that those clicks on your website. Roughly, one pay per click costs around 80 rupees in the industry nowadays. Okay, so 80 rupee pay per click in a bulk order can also support you, or help you to increase your websites or your businesses performance and visitor count. Pay per click can be relatable if you have seen ads on Google ads and Instagram ads and Facebook ads and YouTube ads. These are all pay per click. So this is another technique of digital marketing. Okay. Next is social media marketing. Social media marketing, if you're not happy with your pay per click conversions, social media marketing, what it does is it provides a good platform for your content marketing. Social media marketing and content marketing are interlinked to each other. Okay. Social media, you can post your content on social media. You can use here. So the content is directly available for the user to have access to. That's why I said in content marketing, the representation of your content is important, because on social media marketing, each and every user is looking for something creative and something different. So that's where social media marketing comes in play. Next is email marketing. From after doing all these techniques, even then you're not satisfied with the result that you have got. Then if you have a website and you have good visitor number on it, let's say for example 100 visitors per day on the first day, and the next day 50, the third day 25, the fourth day 10 users per day, the visitors count keeps getting lower and lower. So what you do in the email marketing is you email those visitors your particular offers, a particular set of offers, a particular set of information that would, you know, that would come, you know, that would, what's that word? That would make them to visit your website again. It should be interesting. You're not cold selling anything, you are helping them to fulfill their interest. That's why that's how email marketing comes in place. It's basically email headers are used in it, and a particular set of rules and regulation are followed when email marketing is done. The email template is built. There's a particular format for it, and you can follow it and do your email marketing to your users. The next is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is the thing where even after doing all these techniques, you're not interested. You still want to exceed more in the user count and the selling point of view. So you pay other famous users on the internet to market your stuff or your product, whatever your product may be. The user will post it. For example, a famous YouTuber will post your content on YouTube, and he'll charge a particular amount for it. And in return, if the product is successfully sold, he'll get a particular share of the sold product. So that's how affiliation comes in play. Affiliation is basically a minor partnership between the company and the affiliate marketer. Affiliate marketer is a profession in itself. It's very large nowadays. You have seen many influencers, many famous YouTubers doing affiliate marketing. Of course, they should have their own content for it, but affiliate marketing is also a profession in itself. There are few YouTubers who do affiliate marketing purely. So, for example, if you can say take up a reviewer, they'll start reviewing mobile stuff and electrical equipments. But later on, each and every review of a reviewer is affiliated by the company. Each and every review. So that's how a YouTuber becomes a affiliator. Have you seen? I think you have seen Technical Guruji. I hope you have seen Technical Guruji on YouTube. So he's a affiliator. Now each and every video he does is affiliated by the company. He gets a share of each and every mobile phone sold from the link he provides. So that's how affiliate marketing comes in play. So let's move forward. So due to the time constraint, I can only explain one of the techniques to you. So we'll start with search engine optimization. So in search engine optimization, we'll see the importance of SEO. In the importance of SEO, we'll see what is SEO, why is SEO important, and how Google works. So what is SEO? I've already told you the definition of SEO. The process of optimizing content to be discovered through a search engine or organic search. So I've already explained this, what it particularly is. A search engine organic search result is important. A search engine, not only Google, but any search engines, organic searches, may be Bing, may be Brave, may be Firefox, any search engine. Okay, but interestingly, when you get or see the number of users on the internet nowadays, 4.63 billion users are now currently using the internet, and out of the 4.63 billion users, 4 billion users use Google browser for searching the web. So that's why we say Google is important, because of this reason, and that's why most of the optimization is done by keeping Google in mind. That's why I put the third point, how Google works. Okay. Due to this reason, by the way, SEO is now $80 billion industry in the world. So it's not going anywhere. That's why the name of the seminar, the present is digital marketing. So let's move forward. Why SEO is important? We have seen what is SEO. Why SEO is important? Due to the basic constraint of, unlike payable ads, for like you pay for ads for your product to sell, search traffic here is completely free, unlike other ads. Why free? Because you don't have to pay for the technical stuff that you do on SEO. The second point is organic traffic is typically consistent once you're ranking high. What is this? Okay, organic traffic. I've already told you what organic is without any couple. Okay, organic traffic is typically consistent once you are ranking high. There are a lot of factors that or techniques that are used in SEO to rank your company higher or to rank your website higher. If your website is higher in rank, or once all the optimization is done by you, the traffic that the website receives is consistent. By consistent, what I mean, for example, if you take an Instagram account, an Instagram account is there by the name of Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, Shah Rukh Khan posted posts a movie trailer of him of one of his movie trailer on Instagram, and the user traffic jumps high to 1 crore. The next day or the next 1 week, Shah Rukh Khan doesn't post anything. The user traffic will gradually increase to his post or to his Instagram account. By that means, here the traffic is not consistent. You are not getting consistent search results for Shah Rukh Khan. You are not getting consistent viewership for Shah Rukh Khan. You have seen the traffic, seen the movie trailer. You just go. The difference between Instagram account and SEO is you get consistent traffic in it. Consistency is important because once it is ranked high, whatever the user types, for example, you're looking for a steam cooker and the first website comes up, the second website what comes up is your website. So it'll be there for all your life. The ranking may be gradually decrease or increase, but it'll be consistent. So that's why SEO is important. Massive audience and industry size SEO has. I've already told you SEO. The internet users, 4.63 billion users are there right now in the world, and the industry size, $80 billion industry. So why would anyone go anywhere else if they have SEO, right? So that's why SEO is important to do in nowadays. How Google works, the third point, right? So let's see how Google works. So the first point in it is Google uses crawling and indexation. What is crawling and indexation? Google has its crawlers which visit each and every site and collect all the information the site has and takes it back to the Google servers. You'll understand it here. Google crawlers. You see here, these are the spidey things. These are Google crawlers. So what they take is they'll just start here and they'll just go to a particular website and seed it. What does seed means? Seed means the Google crawlers will seed those websites with their eggs and collect all the information there is, and they'll have the information where the website is, what does it contain, and what's the behavior of the website and the origin of the website. The categorization is done here. From that particular website, the crawlers will take backlinks, use backlinks or links to other websites. You might have seen many websites that have links to other websites. So Google uses that to visit other websites. So one of the point moving forward, we'll have backlinks. So that is used here. So once Google crawlers use those links to visit other websites, it collects all the information and takes it back to the server. Yeah, collects all the information from all the websites and it takes it back to the Google server. The Google server now has all the information of all your websites in the World Wide Web, and it is stored in the server. Why does it Google do? Because the World Wide Web has so many websites that Google can't just throw search results in your face with random websites. So that's why Google does this crawler thing to get the particular categorization of websites to get the particular technicality and backend functionality of websites to have better data and have better segmentation. So that's why segmentation is important, more or less. So yeah, Google crawlers is done here. If you don't understand SEO, just imagine a library, Google library, and in that library, Google has these websites: one, two, three, four, five, six, and many more, millions and billions more websites. So this library, these crawlers are the librarians who know each and everything that the library consists of. The librarians then feed up the data server with that data, and that data is used to scroll through each and every books or websites in the Google library. So that's how it works in the backend. Okay, Google crawlers and indexation is the same thing. Indexation is this process. The process that crawlers is doing right now. So I hope you understand Google crawling, because this is important, and on this only the whole optimization depends. And the next thing is Google, how Google works, Google ranking algorithms. Now Google has put in place ranking algorithm. Excuse me, has put in place ranking algorithms to basically sort the search results. If by crawling, Google has done all the data segmentation, and two search results have similar kind of category, similar kind of product, similar kind of optimization, then Google ranking algorithms comes in place. The Google ranking factors can be used to define the ranking of that particular website. For example, you've got two websites. One sells both of the websites sells cars. For example, one is Ferrari and the other one is BMW. Ferrari does all these factors: backlink, search engine, search intent, and content depth. These factors are satisfied by Ferrari, then Ferrari will rank first and BMW will rank second, because all the factors are similar in BMW and Ferrari. But the ranking factors that were defined by Google is not defined or not accepted, then BMW will rank second or not even show in the search result. Alright, so let's just discuss the ranking factors and details. Backlinks. What backlinks is? Backlinks, I have told you earlier, backlinks are the links that are defined on a particular website. For example, my website's name is digibrew.com, and there is a backlink on it for Anjuman College of Engineering and Technology.com. There's a backlink on it. So when this caller visits my website and sees a backlink is there, two things happen. First, my ranking factor is agreed, and there's a backlink of Anjuman College of Engineering and Technology in it. So ASET website will rank higher as compared to the other website. Both of the websites are profited by adding backlinks to their websites. Okay, if you don't understand backlinks till now, just see backlinks as votes. For example, you have one website, I have one website. I've got your backlink in my website, so I just voted for you. I voted for your website, and that's how Google sees that your website has a lot of backlinks and a lot of different websites. So your website is trustworthy. Your website is organized, and your website is good to be on the search ranking. So these are backlinks, quotes basically. Search intent. This is the most important part. The search intent of a user. What search intent is. For example, you're searching Google for steam cooking recipes. What steam cooking recipes will return is it'll return cooking blogs, it'll return recipes, YouTube videos that have done steam cooking in it, because those kind of keywords are used here. Search intent is directly proportional to the kind of keywords, and indexation is done on a particular website. Search intent can be defined as if the other example of search intent we can take is if you take steam cooking recipes we have already covered. If you type in a steam cooker, then more aggressive results will be returned, like Flipkart or Amazon selling steam cookers and all. So that's how search intent comes in place. Your intent is to search for recipes, you'll get recipes. Your intent is to search for cookers or equipments, you'll get cookers. This search intent is important because that is how the website is defined or the website is ranked. The more accurate search intent, the more accurate ranking and the more higher ranking. Okay, the third one is content depth. So what is content depth? For example, if you search Google for how to drive cars, so you can't Google can't return a result that shows how to start that writes on its website, start the car, press the gas, you know, put the car on first gear and just go. You have to have depth in your content of your website. Google sees or recognizes that also. For example, right now what I just said, how to drive a car, you'll get the first result as WikiHow, where the content depth is so much that the operations of the accelerator, gas or accelerator, whatever you guys say, the accelerator is explained in it, and how to shift the gear, how to uh, put the hands on 10 and 2. I know you guys have been familiar if you drive, but not, then there is content depth in that website. That's how ranking factors comes in place on Google ranking algorithms. Google ranking algorithms, if you're talking about Google ranking algorithms, Google ranking algorithms change roughly about 1.5 lakhs per year. There are 1.5 lakhs modifications in Google ranking algorithms per year. So these factors are very important because these are the core factors in it. Other factors might be there, other might not be there. We don't know. You have to read the Google ranking algorithm from top to toe to understand what changes are there. And you can't read it 1.5 lakhs per year. So these factors are important in getting a good optimized website. Okay. So yeah, we have covered the introduction or you know to SEO. Now, apart from this, SEO is divided into four modules. The first module is keyword research. The second is on page SEO. The third is link building. And the fourth is technical SEO. Okay, so keyword SEO. What do you mean by keyword SEO? Keyword SEO are words and phrases that people type into search engines to find what they are looking for. For example, if you type the same example, you'll take cooker. You'll get a steam cooker. You'll get cooker. You'll type cooking recipe. You'll get cooking recipe. But how those keywords are recognized by Google? Those keywords are recognized by Google's by adding those keywords to your website. And by adding, I don't mean just bulk up your website with each and every keyword there is, because that won't work. Google is smart. Google will recognize that you have put cooking recipe keyword in a car website. So it'll de-rank you from your ranking. Okay. So that's not how it's done. It's done on the more optimized use of keywords in a particular website. Keyword research. So what else is there? Search demand. For example, keywords are ranked in Google. There are many websites that show you the ranking of keywords nowadays. So the ranking is done of all the keywords, like in the form of search demand. Search demand is, for example, if a keyword like what is homework, or how to drive, or how to fly, these are keywords. So these are ranked each and every year by Google. You can get the list online by using those keywords, but keeping in mind that it should be relatable to your website. By using those keywords, you can get a higher number of search callbacks from Google. Traffic potential. Next is traffic potential. For example, if a keyword is how to drive, so what is the traffic potential of that keyword? For traffic potential is saying like what will you or the people in your region will type this. For example, uh, a person in Punjab will type differently as compared to the person in Chennai. Okay, so that's how traffic potential is calculated on keywords. Traffic potential is done here, and business potential of that keyword. Potential is done. Basically, what business potential is that how many times can it be typed. The difference between traffic potential and different business potential is that traffic potential is the uh, variation of language. Business potential is the number of times that keyword will be used. For example, how many times a Punjabi guy will type the same thing, and how many times the Chennai guy will type the same thing. That's how the business potential of a keyword is recognized. And there are already tools in place. You can get it online on Google. So we have covered most of the keyword research here. Keyword research is also, as I've said, I've told you, keyword should match the searcher's intent. Again and again, I'm saying this thing because that is important. Your website should be, you know, it should recognize the what the searcher is intending to search. Otherwise, the website will be re-ranked, or it wouldn't even show in the result, for that matter. And what is next? The second module will shift to on-page SEO. So what I'm doing is here is I'm just explaining these modules in short because of the time constraint. We have to complete the seminar early. Okay. The second module is on-page SEO. What is on-page SEO? Optimizing pages to rank higher in search engine. Simple. Your particular website You optimize it to higher in search result, creating and optimizing HTML tags like title and meta. I hope you are familiar with the title and meta. So you're basically adding stuff to it and adding keywords to it, and that's how on page SEO works. Let me tell you what on page SEO is not about. Stuff exact match keywords. For example, if you are mechanic, you have a mechanic website, and you are putting up mechanic website in the keyword. Nobody searches mechanic website as a keyword. Would you go to Google and search mechanic website? No. You should match the intent. Stuff like how to repair my car. That the intent of the customer of the user is to repair its car. So how to do it? Your website can do it. Why go anywhere else? My website can do it. So you have to put keywords like how to repair my car, how to change a tire, stuck in met with an accident, how to call ambulance, how to call a car picking service. So that's how your service comes in, because you provide these all services. You have to add these all keywords in your headers for that to work. You shouldn't add exact match keywords. That's the first point. The second point is using keyword a specific number of times. So I've told you that there is a list of keywords, the most used keywords, and you are using your particular keyword. For example, in your website, you have typed mechanic, how to repair, how to repair, how to repair 100 times. So that won't work, because the count is not important, but the presence is important in your keyword, in your on-page SEO. All right. Minimum word count. Minimum word count. That means you have added all the 1,000 keywords that are ranked highest in the Google SEO search. Again, it won't work, because as I've told you, the searcher's intent should match to your website. Otherwise, you will have a leakage in your conversions. A searcher is searching for apple, you'll provide him oranges. So that is not how it works on page SEO. And now what it actually is on page SEO: optimizing pages for searchers intent. I've explained this along with the uh, the stuff you don't have to do. You should match the searcher's intent. That is the main and the most important thing in SEO. If you satisfy the searcher's intent, then you'll have business. Why won't you have business? Because everyone is there to give you business. If you can't, that is your problem, and that is your uh, disadvantage, that you couldn't convert it because of the keywords or the specific technical stuff that you have used. Everyone is there to buy stuff. Content needs to address the things people want to see. Okay, the content should address the things people want to see. You shouldn't put up something that they don't need. You shouldn't cold sell it. The main thing is marketing is you never cold sell. You never sell something to just for the sake of selling. You sell something to help them. You just resolve that problem, and it'll be your sell, and they'll stick to you their whole life. I guarantee it. That's the thing. That is what on page SEO is all about. Apart from this, you also need nail items like titles, subheadings, internal linking, readability. Content itself you should have on page SEO. So that is important. We'll discuss it in the future if I get a chance to, again have a seminar with you guys. All the modules we'll discuss in detail. The third module is link building, and the most important module SEO. Link building. The process, this is the this thing, organic definition of link building, just a custom definition. The process of getting other websites to link to a page on your website. So basically, it's link building. It works with backlinks that I have explained earlier. So what backlinking is done is link building only. I'll just move forward with the process. What exactly is the process? For example, email strangers to link your to you or to your website. Your website sells clothes, and you email a stranger to backlink his website to your website, so that you get a vote from him, and it increases your optimization. It is very relational and takes a lot of time, because why would a stranger link to your website when he doesn't even know you? Okay, let's say three scenarios. In the first scenario, you mail a stranger uh, that hey, can you link to my website? It's really great. You'll love the content it has. Stranger receives this message, or the stranger will think, why is he bothering me, and why is he invading my privacy in my mails? The other scenario is, you mail me. I've just talked to you guys, and you're mailing me your uh, website link. That, hey Adarsh, my website is this and this. I would love you to have a look at it and backlink to it, or link to your website, or link my website to you. I would think that I know you, and I've given a seminar in front of you, so I would have nor positive nor negative remarks. So the trust is neutral here. The third scenario is, you mail Imtiaz sir, for an instance, that Imtiaz sir, my website is this and this. I wish that you follow me because you're my mentor, and now I've built this. So you're basically asking Imtiaz sir's website to backlink to your website. And Imtiaz sir is like, of course, why not? I trust this guy. I taught this guy. He's who is today because what we taught him. So why wouldn't I help him? So it's basically relational, all of it, and it takes a lot of time. So what do you understand with this? The earlier definition was process of getting other websites to link to a page on your website. So after explaining all this, the updated definition would be process of building relationships with other relevant websites owners who want and link to your website, causes enhances their own, right? I'll repeat it if you didn't understand it. Process of building relationships with other relevant site owners who want and will link to your website, because it enhances theirs. Each and every website owners enhances or backlinks to other website because it enhances their own content. It enhances their network. For example, a car website owner will link to a car website owner. A bank website owner will link to a bank website owner, or a bank website owner will link to a blog that blogs on finances, will link to a Mastercard website, to a Visa website. That's how interlinking and relationship works in the market. And this is link building. The link building has three other modules in it. Uh, the procedure is explained there. We'll look into it in future if I get a chance. So let's move forward to the fourth module, technical SEO. What technical SEO is? Process of optimizing your website to help search engine find and understand and index your website. What do you understand by this? process of optimizing your website to help search engine find, understand, and index your website. It's basically what we saw on search engine optimization's definition. Why is it different? Because it has technicality and crawler headers added to this. What are crawler headers? Okay, so there's each and every website nowadays has a non-index tag for the for the pages that they don't want to crawl. For example, a Google crawler is crawling your website that is under development, and you have added a subdomain on it. For example, let's say Anjuman College of Engineering and Technology.com/demo. And now Anjuman College doesn't want crawlers to crawl on the demo website because it doesn't concern it. The demo website will be flushed after a few days. So what we do is we add a non-index tag to it. In the technical SEO procedure, we add a non-index tag to it. So what it says to the crawler that don't crawl here. You will we don't want to index this website, and we don't want you to seed this website. So that this is important. This is the technical stuff that you'll guys have to do in crawling. Another technique of managing the crawlers are robots.txt. Each and every website nowadays has robot.txt file. What robots.txt file does is it defines the website in terms of crawling. For example, your website has 5 pages, and you don't want 2 pages to be crawled and 2 pages to crawl. So what you'll define in the robots.txt file is you'll ask the Google agent or the Google crawler to not crawl at all in the 2 pages by defining a particular function. The Google crawler is defined as a user agent. So what your code will be user/agent:** disallow. The next line will be disallow:** this statement. What it'll do is it'll disallow the crawler to crawl the whole website. Okay. When the crawler crawls the whole does not crawl the whole website, it will not be indexed in the search engine. And the other statement, if you want a particular page to be not crawled, it'll be defined as disallow:*contact.php. So what it'll say to the user agent is that is Google crawler that you don't have to crawl to our contact page. Another technique to manage the technical SEO is to use sitemaps. The Google crawler will go straight away to the sitemap and get all the information he needs. Another is redirects. Redirects is done from the sitemaps also and from robots.txt file also. Another form of tagging there is canonical tags. What canonical tag is, if we are having one index file in demo and the other one is in our primary website. So what we'll do is we'll define in the link reference, just like you give links to CSS files or not. In the link reference, we'll define as canonical. We'll define it as canonical. Okay, in the primary website, primary index file, and the demo file will not be used defined as canonical. So what the crawler will do is it'll crawl the primary website and not the demo index file, because we have defined canonical here and this is the primary subdomain, so you'll have to crawl this. So that's how technical SEO works, and that's how all the modules works here. So we have seen in short how the SEO modular approach works. Let's move forward to our next and final module, next and final step, that is latest techniques in business. So we have covered each and everything till now that we wished to. So latest techniques of strategies in businesses nowadays, you can see the primary platform is Instagram and other social media platforms, because that's where the user easily to be found. You can't find users easily on Google, on or as a matter of fact on any other platforms. But social media platforms are on a boom in day to day, so you can find them there easily. So what are the strategies used in social media platforms? The content, in the content marketing that I was talking about, the content used on the major scale nowadays for marketing is TikTok, Reels, and Stories. I know TikTok is not allowed in India, but our abroad clients use TikTok also, Reels, and Stories also for conveying their storyboard content, because these three are the most uh, visited content, you can say, on social media. Another form is short video. You can use short video to, market your products. Another technique is, or another strategy is, virtualize everything. Right now we are on a virtual call, because nowadays people need everything at home. So I would suggest virtualize everything, virtualize your company, virtualize your service, virtualize yourself if you want to sell harder in the day-to-day business. Creative online interaction is other technique. Put up seminars, put up meetings, put up live videos with your users to interact well, put up live unwrapping of your products, put up live, you know, signing of your products. Just go live and online interaction between the users, and you will have a good backbone for your business. Okay, so the other strategy or technique is you should have clear strategy in your interconnectivity between your social media platforms and your Google SEOs. You can't go in like in the SEO you're going for cars, and on social medias you're going for trucks. It has to have a clear strategy. There should be no contradiction between your marketing strategies. The other technique is market optimization, marketing automation. Automation is I hope you understand what automation is. Automation is just going manless. Man work should be the minimal, and software usage should be the maximum. Automation is the need of the hour nowadays. Personalization is the next point. Personalization you can use in email marketing, like instead of sending hi, you can set hi. You can send hi. How are you, Pratik? So there's personalization here. The other technique is business intelligence. हाँ सर, just a second. अभी है क्या? अच्छा अच्छा ओके. Uh, I hope I'm audible to you all. Sorry for the interruption. So where was I? Personalization is everything. You need to personalize your emails. You need to personalize your approach. The more the personalization, the more the conversion. Business intelligence, DM intelligence, everything is on AI nowadays. So you have to have business intelligence in your product marketing also. Clubhouse. Now, Clubhouse is a big boom nowadays. Clubhouse is the new social media platform that was released last year. Nowadays, it has been on a boom. So you should have knowledge, or you should be on Clubhouse platform, because the Clubhouse is the future for social media marketing. It's You can easily go and create your accounts there. Just go through it. And the last point is SEO everywhere. We have talking about SEO our whole seminar, most of our seminar, but you should SEO everything. In the earlier days, SEO was done on just the websites. You should SEO your Google business listing. You should SEO your social media accounts. You should SEO your interactions. You should SEO your stuff. You should SEO your personal profile. Each and everything should be SEO'd on the internet. That is important. And I would suggest all the techniques that we have discussed today. You shouldn't do each and every stuff, collectively. Don't try all at once. Just try one technique and master it, and you'll be good to go. And in the end, I'll just say, just don't try to cold sell anything to your users. Just help them to buy. Just recognize which user is yours and which user is not, because cold selling is not the trend nowadays. It's just helping users to get their work done. So here we have covered each and every stuff that I intended to cover. I'll ask Imtiaz sir to uh, just
Yes,
forward it.
Adarsh.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible, Adarsh?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yes, yes. Have you finished, Adarsh? Have you finished with your
Yes, sir.
presentation?
I've covered all the points, sir. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Adarsh, I would like to thank you very much on behalf of Anjuman College and CSA department. That was a really wonderful presentation, and we are really grateful for you for sparing your valuable time with us. Thank you very much, Adarsh. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Adarsh, we can